Right, hopefully we are live. Sick. Let's go. Right, let's see what Dan's done in the project. See what's left to do. Ooh. Nice. Right, okay. Let's see what's left to do. Jesus. What's up, man? How's it going? Ooh. Sup? PW clips. Namaste. What's the correct response for if someone says namaste? Do you say namaste back? Is that like the correct response? CKM92 Ray. Hello. Hello to you. Okay. It's looking solid, looking better than what we were. Let's see what these errors are when we try and play. And then we'll see what our to-do list has on it for today. What's everyone up to today? Or what projects are you working on? I'll keep it Unreal related. What's everyone working on in their game? Or what are people struggling with? Right, here we go. No, okay, I need to fix something straight away. Let's fix this. Okay. Intro scene. I expect a lot of people will just like skip cutscenes, right? Do you watch your cutscenes or do you skip them? I mean, fair. A lot of people have said that. That's just one of them. I'm not sure your whole life has been a lie. I can run around while I'm doing cutscenes. That's fun. Okay, sweet. So that's where we're at, which is good. Couple of problems though. If one quest completes and The other one doesn't, it tries to add it. So let's figure that one out. Do it, BP. I'm just saying, you're a cool guy. No, man, just a fat old white guy. How to move, look around. Right, let's fix the weird master text. Master text. That should fix that problem. Indie game? Yep, I'm in. I haven't been recruited to a triple A yet, so highly likely to be an indie game. Right. On construct. Let's do quest actors component, or I think it's the quest component, and we'll do a bind on quest. Do we not have a quest completed? Let's see. Complete quest. So when we complete a quest, we're looking through to see if the quest ID is the same, which is fine. Matching that, and when it's completed, we call quest completed. Then we remove it, add it to our completed quests, give the rewards, and remove the quest tracking. I think we could just do a new event dispatcher on quest complete. We'll pass in the quest ID. Quest ID. And then we can just get our quest to complete, break it, pass in the quest ID here. Put that over here. And then inside these widgets, we can bind to on quest complete. A custom event, complete quest, and just check if it equals, this is the move, look, jump one, so if that's true, and then we'll just remove it. So now even if I skip that whole section, it should just remove the quest when I get the new one. And then by default, it'll have like a 2-second removal timer anyway. Or it should. In fact, I don't want to see the cutscene every single time. Let's just do that. There we go. So that gets rid of it. And if it doesn't get rid of it, we want this delay. And that'll remove it after 8 seconds? No. 2 seconds. Do I know how to make a gliding like Batman? What? I've got a glider in here. It'd be pretty similar to Batman. Let's see. Quests. So if we finish the move look quest, we get the reward of our double jump, and if I finish the interaction quest, we'll get the reward of our paraglider. Let's see. Right, so this should disappear after 1 second anyway, which it does. Beautiful. And then we get this E to interact quest, which is here. And then if we do a double jump and then press this, we get glide, which is very similar to the Batman glide, just as a glider. Yeah. Like this. Marky Mark, long time no see, my son. How's it going, Mucker? Right, this is what I want. Just marking my territory. Ah. He's a funny fucker. Do I have an event free construct, event tick? Where's my event construct? Event construct. Let's just update how to interact, how to target lock. Tutorial systems are the biggest pain in the ass, because you're only going to use them once, so you're like building a system that you're never reusing. Such a con of a setup. Okay, that can be fine. I'm not worried about that. But now if I start this tutorial... Dan, why's that guy... Why is it some engineering features happening here? I want to say that he's not finished on this part. That seems to work as I would want it to. Okay. So all of that's fine, except that we haven't set the different quests so that they can finish. And once that's done, we'll be gravy. So attack the scarecrow. Block. First interaction. Lock on. We've got how to move already. Perry. Perry the platypus. So that all works fine. What doesn't work is there's a fly trap. Where are you? BP tutorial fly trap, that's one. Alright, let's check what this is actually doing before we make any changes to it. Probably should stop my character moving around as well during a cutscene. Maybe 2 seconds is too quick. This is 5.4. The what? Can I translate that? Let's see. Bum. I'm not American. Bruv, that's offensive. Mate, I ain't American. English. American. Kill the captured fly trap. That's fine, mate. Just taking the piss. Wait. Ooh, this is the how to block attacks. That should probably be. If I don't put who has oh, mate, it's all good. Make sure you don't get fired, mate. So if I do in BPC combat, we do so we need to be able to pass in when our character attacks. We need to be able to pass in that their attack's been blocked. But all we do is pass over the damage to be taken and the fact that the attack can't be blocked. We never know if it has been blocked. What we could do is make this into a function that returns something so that we know. So if we had a return node here, it'll tell us whether we've blocked something or not. So as long as we're false, we were blocking. This is our block reaction. This is our weapon hit. And this can be blocked or parried. Okay, let's do that. Return node. Let's get the this to say if it was blocked. And let's pass in the final damage. And then let's make one for if it's been parried. And just to make sure we understand what this is doing, we'll say was blocked and was parried. So when we calculate damage to be taken, if it gets blocked here, the blocking reaction, and we run that here. So actually it's actually on this bottom one. So we can say that this was blocked. Final damage was 0, that's fine. trying to remember what actually happens up here. This is the parry one. So it was parried and they take no damage here. And then this was, it hasn't been blocked, it hasn't been parried. And this is the damage. Do I have a local? Yeah, incoming damage. There we go. Did you develop this template? Are they components? Yeah, pretty much everything is a component. And yeah, I developed this template, which is why it's such a mess. But I've also done tutorials on this template. The whole AI tutorial is basically based on this template that I've made. Let me touch your face. It calms you down. Well, that was weird. Damage dealer combat component. Block react. Oh, wait. I see what I've done now. So this is for like environmental damage. And this is for anyone that has a proper damage. I did not get the reference, mate. I'm sorry. But now if I don't understand my own code, I should write in a note. This is for blocking when the enemy has attack, etc. Environmental damage that can be blocked. Now I understand it. Okay, so now when we're doing this line trace, I can do this. Can you achieve a knockoff nemesis system? Yeah, but it'll be a hell of a lot more work. You wouldn't do it through the behavior tree. You'd have to do it through a data table. But yeah, like I definitely could, to a degree. I don't think it would be that in depth, but I could do a basic one. So we check if this was blocked, and we'll check if this was parried. That's what we need. Everyone else thinks Lord of the Rings, I think Resident Evil. A data table or a state tree? No, a data table. A state tree wouldn't. A state tree would be so messy. Because your states would have to move from... You would have to do transitions for every single available state. That would be so messy. No, do not like. Print string. Attack was blocked. So if I do an event dispatch on attack blocked, loot and call that here. And then in tutorial flytrap, I can get combat and say on attack blocked. I don't think it would, man. In the state tree, no. Because, like, you would have to know every single abort state to program it into different trees. This is what I mean. It's not a behavior tree or a state tree system. It's a data system, and it's like this person killed this person, and what did they kill them with, and how did they kill them? But then you would have to remember how that person related to every other person. So it's just a massive spreadsheet. Really. Are we on Dawnspot today? We are on Dawnspot today. We are finishing this tutorial, hopefully. Yes. So now when this thing that doesn't spawn here, this flytrap. Did I add flytrap attacks? It's not got any attacks, bro. Okie dokie. Where's the flytrap attacks? Combat stun, combat unarmed. I mean, it's not going to be armed, is it? Let's be real. Great added montage. Let's add the root motion. It's been so long since I've done a proper you won't want that in. Remember who killed who with what and when. It's just a matter similar to giving tags on the current targets and their health and location. Yeah, but the person who runs that behavior tree would be dead, so they wouldn't be running anymore. And behavior trees are instants, aren't they? So you wouldn't be able to pass that information over very easily. It'd be, I think it's a component and a structure problem. I think for a Nemesis system, you want to manage data outside of behavior trees. You want the behavior tree to be more, or the state tree to be more the actions that they do at a certain time and pull data. So yeah, I think that, like, in terms of how to do it, I think it would be the data structure would be your biggest fight. The actual behavior tree and the state tree, I don't think would be a massive issue. That's just a case of move here, attack here, do this. You've never used a data table. Data tables are insane. In the membrane. Shadow, what's up? For a Nemesis system, just make a really tall scarecrow that chases you around screaming stars. Is that what he screams? I know all the Halo voice lines were just recorded backwards, which I find hilarious. What VFX do we have for this? There's no motion warping because he doesn't move. So fast. Let's make the rate scale 0.5 and then watch everything freak out. What do you mean? Do they speak English? I thought they were all, the whole Covenant language was just backwards English. This will be a light attack. Socket to trace from, I need to check that. Radius to trace 10. Stamina cost 10. Is interruptible? No. Is unblockable? No. Blocking cost is 10. And then we'll just keep that as it is for the time being. From Halo 3 they started speaking English. I never got past Halo 1. So that might be why. Okay, so this behavior tree is not the one. I'm going to need to make a new behavior tree for BT tutorial Flytrap. A structure of Nemesis could contain actor, method of kill, location, timestamp, etc. Behavior tree or ST could pull that data anytime when AA meets its Nemesis. Yeah, but you're thinking very literally, like one-on-one. Like, this guy kills this guy and they remember each other, but if this guy's dead, then like it doesn't matter. So you more need to be thinking, how does this guy who's your player, this is like mirrored in the camera, so it's throwing me off, communicate with these other 5 guys about he killed this guy, and so how do they know that this guy's dead? So because all of your, even if you put it into a component or a state tree or something, they would all still be instanced on that one character. So you need to have a manager of some sort. There needs to be a blueprint in the world that's just a manager that they all send information to. You just need one, and that would be your Nemesis system. That would be the overarching. You're better off writing it as a subsystem. We're using C++, but if you want to write it with blueprints, then you need one actor, one BP actor, and then whenever something happens, it sends it to that centralized location and updates everything from there. But yeah, you'd have a structure and then nested structures inside that of type array. It'd be huge. It'd be so big. When does the pattern expire on the Nemesis system? So this is fine. And it's here, the race. $20. Got 4 years, man. I mean, 4 years is a long time. Or 32, like 6 years. Every man and their dog will be trying to make something similar to that, just because it was so sought after. But like, we'll see what comes of it. I think it's possible. I think it's just a big ask. Like, you could definitely do a really basic version in like an hour or two. A stupidly basic version where it says you killed X and X was of that family tree. August 2030, 10 years? Jesus, if we've not got something better than that in 10 years, that would be shocking. The thing about the big thing about the Nemesis system is that it procedurally added new people to it, which meant it updated all of the relationships like to that. So it wasn't, the Nemesis system was the overarching part of it, but all we're focusing on is remembering who killed who and like how they killed them and stuff, and that relationship between the people that are alive. It doesn't take into account anyone that gets promoted and then adding their relationship and injecting their relationship with the new people. So like it's massive. It's so big. It's a piece of art, that was. Right, all I want this guy to do is perform attack. That's all I wanted to do. Chosen action. Oops. No, I need to choose a random attack first. Action is combo 1. Target actor is not right. That's actions. And then we perform the action here. Okay. That should work. Need to disable the character while he is in a cutscene. Oh, the phone. What? Blocking cost. Unblockable now. Yep. Sockets trace from. Okay, that'll be why. Is it the jaw? Yeah, fat man. Have a smooch on this. Nom. I think the head's too low. So that'd be the jaw. Jaw M. Could just create a socket, I suppose. Add a socket. The head socket seems to be the correct name for this. That's sexy. Reminds me of my exes. You mean she had messed up teeth too? No, I'm messing. dentistry in England is not well known to be a thing. Eddie, good morning, my good not having enough Mexican food party people. Well, I didn't want to spend most of my day on the loo, mate. The last time I had Taco Bell, it did not agree with me. Would you consider Taco Bell authentic or not? So it'll peek into my life. I think I'd have enough food, man. Like, because like, look at me. Radius a trace. This, and this. So I think this should not work. But it's also not doing a parry unblockable. Ooh. SFX. Do you know what? This doesn't have the VFX thing on it. Why doesn't this guy have the VFX module? I bet our enemy, like our armed enemies, do. Load the phone. Where's our kobolds? None of these guys have my VFX module. Attached to them. So this code won't ever run. What? Initialize component. Okay, so if it doesn't exist on begin play, then we just add it. Okay. That should be fine. Whoa. Procedure generates social hierarchy, specific information rules via play defeat, automated NPC to NPC issues. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, we're looking at one part of just a massive system rather than the whole entire system as a whole. I feel like you could build that one part relatively easily-ish, but you would spend months or years building the entire like social hierarchy stuff. Can you see me? I mean, like, it's definitely working. I find this beautiful purple friendly flower. It's definitely not friendly. So it is working, but it's also not. So I need to figure out why. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is not a weapon trace. That could be why. There aren't any VFX even assigned. Motion warping isn't a thing. Don't have any of these right now. The time dilation is fine. The parry unblockable thing should be like firing. So I need to figure that out. Currently it's attaching to the root. Right, let's test to see if that's actually triggering. It's your birthday today, Eddie. Is that a thing? Like, is it your birthday today? I feel like I missed that in the message. Is that true? If so, man, happy birthday, bro. Got anything good planned? Huh. Okay, this is interesting. Why is it always like something? Why is it always like it's something? Because it's always stupid. Right, AI controller, AI controller. AIC mob enemies, that should be fine. What? Having a basis in the handles, this is so that'd be the efficient way to do it. Yep. In fact, should I just make the starting quest that we get the final one? The third interaction. Let's give it a name is player. There we go. Now when you build your own system and you can understand how they all work, like that's the beauty, man. So now we're building a tutorial, but I'm like 8 quests in now. So how's the AIC? Oh shit, okay, that's the problem that we have here. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. It's that I'm a dumbass. That's the problem. Yeah, so right now we're checking if it can be parried. Okay. And then we throw a Niagara system. Or if it's unblockable, and then we also throw a Niagara system. So we're not actually checking if an attack can be blocked. Like, are we expecting to see something that could be blocked? Or are we only trying to show unblockable attacks? That is the question that might need answering. So now I figured that out, I feel better. Probably should have some weapons though, right? Okay, so interestingly, it's not. Okay, that's fine. It's not printing this here. But when we do our line trace. Okay, let's check something else. ANS attack line trace. If it's a weapon trace, well, that's because I put it here like a idiot. So we want this and then this. Try it again one more time. One more time for the win. I never played Fable. That is the game this year that I am looking forward to the most. The like relaunching it, remaking it, whatever you want to call it. They're doing the thing where they revamp a franchise. They're doing Spider-Man, where they try and launch it a billion times, or Batman. February 2027 is for the new Fable. Sick. That's what I'm looking for. Oh man, ammo types. Pain in the ass. Here we go. There we go. Blocked. Attack was blocked. Nice. That's what we want. So I can get rid of this. Connect this up here. do this, and then because this is a single player game, I can cheat. I can do get player character. This wouldn't work in multiplayer. That's fine. Quest component active quest break quest ID equals block attacks, and if it does, then we can, oh wait, no, I can do one better than this actually. Custom event. Check accepted. No, it's this one. Check accepted quests. Check accepted quests. Quest name. Block attacks. Quest given none. Okay, who was the quest giver for this shit quest? Oh, none. Sick. And then the objective name is this one. Alright, that should do the business. Can't even jump up properly. Wait, there we go. Learn the ropes 9. Let's go. So this is learn the ropes 9. What's that? An hour worth of work to try and figure out a fucking one quest because it's a tutorial and it's bespoke, whereas all the others will be fine. Yeah, well, tutorial systems are a joke. And then we want we should be able to do that now, and then on what's that combat thing? So now we've got this on attack blocked. We could also do a new one on attack parried. And if that's true, just call it here. Then this will be the quest. No, that's the wrong quest. So now we need to add in the logic that's going to make the BT flytrap change depending on what it's doing. So flytrap. So right now, if I choose this selector and do this here and then this here, combo 1 is that. Choose combo 2 to be something else. And we'll just add a Blackboard key. Blocking tutorial. And you can't duplicate inside Blackboard, so I can't press Control D. It's really annoying. Parrying tutorial. Blocking tutorial complete. This way I don't have to mess with anything. Parrying tutorial complete. And then this one will be combo 1, combo 2. Add a decorator here. Is not set. Blocking tutorial complete. Add a decorator here. Is not set. See, this is where, like, once you understand behavior trees, it's like easy, because straight away it's going to check if this blocking tutorial isn't set, and that's not going to be set because I'm not told it to do anything here. And then afterwards, that's going to be true, so it won't come here. So the only way it can get left to go is the parrying tutorial, and once that's completed, it'll run both of the actions and go from there. So it's once you understand it, you can manipulate its failures into what you want. Add amount to objective, complete quest. We call on quest completed. So inside flytrap, on begin play, I can get the player stuff again. Bind to on quest complete. complete blocking and parry quest. Quest ID equals the block attacks or the parry attacks. You get Blackboard after we get the AI controller. AI controller, get Blackboard, set value as bool, make literal name, and then what are the key names that we've got? Blocking tutorial complete. Well, we set that to be true. Parrying tutorial to be complete. We set that to be true as well. Connect this up here. And then, just because we want to make sure that this works, we're going to add gameplay tag. Add gameplay tag. And the tag that we're going to add is our character status invincible. So this enemy will be invincible until after this has been completed. So then we'll remove gameplay tag, invincible, and that should work. So that stops us being able to kill our boss, not our boss, our little flytrap thing before he is ready. You know what I've not done? I'm not giving him a second combo, but the good news is I can't actually kill him because he's invincible. Roll credits, invincible. That was an error. So we give him a combo 2, and then we'll find his other combat unarmed attack montage, combat unarmed attack 01. Are they different? One's from the left and one's from the right. That's just a mirrored animation, isn't it? Right, it'll do. We'll take it. And then we're going to want all of the stuff that's in here. Like that. this one can be parried. So we'll try and see where we go from there. We should see above the head a notification that says that it can be parried. And that's how we'll inform our player that things are allowed to be parried. So block first. There we go. And there's the green above the head. Okay, so I think we need to adjust the animation, or at least the display of the parry. Let's change the play rate to be like 0.5 again. I'm not sure if that does anything, you know, because like 0.5. It definitely does something if you change it in the other one, but less so here. Update all of that stuff just there and then give it a go again. Now I might be able to parry in my own game. That'd be good. Sweet. So it does allow us to parry, and then I can kill this guy. But the kill doesn't seem to work. Enemy name is Flytrap. This is a Flytrap. Tutorial goes to the final interaction. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Well, final interaction isn't a kill thing, is it? Has marker, get to the station, talk to NPC. Talk to NPC. First quest. Yeah, has marker, first quest. Sweet. Okay. Hopefully. Should be almost there. So there's the learn the ropes. Right, there's the parry. And there's the kill quest that's causing me pain now. Okay. Got to figure that one out. But as a whole, it's nearly there. Running out of motivation is definitely a problem. Being there, done that. Yes. What are we getting here? We're getting here because we're getting our loot bag. We're getting here because it's doing this. We're not getting here. Kill that enemy. Oh, it's going to pain in the ass because it's going to show this to every quest I try and complete. Okay, let's check this and check this. Oh, it's definitely failing here, or else it would do this. That's all fine. Can't block my own game. Yeah, no, it's definitely failing here. Why is it failing here? Because it should have. Okay, wait a second. Enemy name. Enemy details. Fly trap. Enemy details. Tutorial fly trap. Wait, I bet it's because I have it set as tutorial. There we go. Was it the same Spider-Man? Right, let's go through this one last time. So they say, right? In the Spider-Man. 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 Ooh. See, once you build everything out, like, in a way that you know it's gonna be scalable, it all becomes quite fun.
I'm not gonna look. Are you about done? Okay. Have you got a towel?
Right. Kill it. What do you mean it's still come back as false? Kill enemy, fly trap, yeah. Okay, there we go. True. There we go. Because it hadn't actually decided itself. Oh.
Shower.
Stop there.
What?
So I told you to. Alright, now I'll go. Right. So that all works as intended. It's good. So that's our full tutorial finished, which is sick. I mean, the kids have come out of the shower, so like, obviously I'm turning the camera off because they're walking behind me. Like, nobody wants to see that. Because I record in a hallway on a landing, and the kids walk past in the shower. Also, I ain't putting your silly fan club request on stuff. Like, why are you advertising in my stuff? Like, it's just silly. Like, do it yourself. Mate, English houses, don't it? Like, I live in a terraced house, so like the size of them is not like not very big. So I've got like 2 decent sized room and then a box room, which obviously the youngest gets as the short straw, but she's pretty happy in it. But I refuse to, like, they can be in videos as a voice, but I refuse to put them on the web. I think that's like child abuse. Like, you put your kids in videos without them like fully understanding what that means, and like, I just think it's really bad. It's Unreal Engine 5, mate. Oh yeah, you guys won't be able to see the restream chat. Let me just... There you go. I feel like it's either a choice between the restream chat and my face or something else. I don't know how to take the background off the chat because I just don't care. Like... You could put 1 dice in it for an enemy. What's 1 dice? We've already got enemies. What was I doing? I was fixing something. Can't remember what I was fixing. That is that. That's all fine now. That's all fine now. It was a stupid attack. The T-100 from Terminator 2. That's been said before, yeah. This. If I change this rate scale to 1, that actually might be easier to block. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it has the Twitch chat in it, but I just don't display it. Give me a fighting game, she's about it. I just like to talk. I'm not gonna block you. I'm just like, don't advertise your stuff in. Like, do you? It was hard work to get this far for me. Like, do your own work as well. If your first comment is advertising stuff, it's just a bit weird, isn't it? Whatever. It'd be more worrying if my kids came into the office. Well, the smallest bedroom that is now the smallest bedroom. The smallest room that is now the smallest bedroom. Yeah, that makes sense. It used to be my office, but then it was like, oh, can't really. They don't want to share a room anymore. They need a bedroom, so had to give up my office. Right, let's try what that looks like. Yeah, when I was in the office, no one like came in. Like, that was just my room for my computer and work. Yeah, I've not got long, mate. Oh shit, I pressed play. Ooh. I think they'll hate me because, like, they know that the money comes from me. So if they want something, they've got to come through me. That's better. Oh no, I missed that. It's still putting a green there. Yeah, I think that's better. Oh, bro, if that happens now, mate, like, they won't say I hate you or whatever, but there'll be a mood change when they're upset or hungry. Like, yeah, the atmosphere shifts when they are hungry. So we'll see. So that's easier to block, but we don't have a block reaction or a parry reaction yet. Parry reaction. Because we want something to sell it. I think that'll be alright. Like when you get parried, it does that reaction. Or that one? Don't know. Don't know which one we want as the parry reaction. We could have a parry and a blocking reaction so that we could like really sell it. Yeah, that one's probably a better parry. Maybe that one? It doesn't need to be a full stun, I don't think. Although that was a mechanic for a while. So just which one? Do we want the dodge to be the block so that it's blocked? Or the or the unarmed hit? Yeah, do the slower, gentler one as the block. What? More vigor for the parry. Stop using big words. I think you mean this one, for the parry. We had to use complicated words. So we got the dodge montage. That's the parry one. And then we want the thing. And then the block one. Blocked attack recoil is what I've called it, because I also like to try and use big words. So that's that one. Doesn't do anything here, which is fine. Do I have a parry one? I thought I had a... Okay, we need to check what is combat. What's actually being called when we parry. Blocking, start block, no. Parry reaction, what are we looking for? Blocked attack recoil. So blocked attack recoil. And then blocking reaction. See what I mean? I think I was like struggling with parry and then like parry reaction, I think, because I think I also have parry reaction in here somewhere. Yeah, parry reaction. Blocked attack recoil. So we got blocking reaction for when you've got a shield up, when you're the player and you're blocking, and then like you do a little reaction. Blocked attack reaction for when the enemy hits you. And then I think there's also a parry reaction as well. So you know in like a Souls game where you smack the wall and like you do a animation to say that your sword bounced off? That's what I was going for. But I think I messed up. Like, because I don't think I've got the calculate damage to taken. Block react. I've got the blocking reaction. Oh, Jesus. There's naming conventions that hurt my head. So blocking reaction is when you are blocking with a shield, the shield gets hit, so like you're the blocker, and then like you do the reaction. Blocked attack recoil is the enemy does the reaction to you blocking them, and then you've got parry and parry reaction. So actually I've messed up. So block react is blocked attack recoil. And then here is blocking reaction. Yeah. And then parry reaction is parry reaction. So that's what we've got. So, tutorial fly trap. We want our blocked attack recoil and our parry reaction. Yeah, that's fine. So this should look a lot better now. And it should sell the ting. Daniel. Dan is in the house. His house. Open sesame, bitches. How rude. It's not playing what I need it to play. IA block. No. Calculate damage to taken. Hit VFX. Blocked attack recoil. Yeah. Do this. Do this. And do this. Give me 2 seconds, mate. I'll tell you. Ah, Jesus. Why is it telling me that this isn't... Ah, it's because I'm trying to do it from Fairpet. Okay, so this actually never reaches this. This is where it gets this is where it gets hard and confusing, right? Is because combat components are shared, but you have to call all of them across characters. So damage dealer, let's check that this is valid, and we'll select no object to debug. So this will run in the player here. Our enemy will deal damage to us, and it will run in the player. We're also wanting to get the damage dealer who dealt the damage and run stuff on their side as well. And that's where it gets complex. Unarmed trace. So yeah, we run the unarmed trace in the what's it called? We run the unarmed trace in the fly trap, and then it passes over the calculate damage to be taken here, and that's where it's breaking potentially. Let's see the market. Let's take a stroll in the market. Yeah, man, this looks solid. I like it. This tree's new. Yeah, I like it. I like this little arch edition as well. Obviously, finish this. It looks good. Some weird angles going on here, mate. I like that. I like that. I'm guessing you're blocking this off because this makes no sense as a building. So that's all fine. Yeah, I'm guessing you'll put some stilts down here. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want anyone going inside this because obviously. Why have you put single beams in here if no one's going inside it? Is your plan to let people come inside here? Because I think I'm kiboshing that. And then yeah, this is as man's added some chairs. Let's go. Let's put his little chest in here. Nice. Yeah, man, it's coming along. Yeah, just finish it when you can, man, and then I'll Nice little clock tower on the top. It's getting there. Wait. Me, RTFM, and Zero went to the same school. Yeah, man. It was the school of hard knocks, mate. I mean, me and RTFM are in the same country. It's basically the same school, right? Same country. I wouldn't believe how hard it is to find a model of money that wasn't a single fiver or tenner. Mate, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to find a fiver or tenner anyway. Like, are those inner beams visible from the outside? Okay, I'll let you off. If they're visible from the outside, I see the point of them. That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll let you off. Need to do something about the lighting in here, man. Right, flyer trap is fine. Let's check what's going on here. We are blocking. The cat can be blocked. Sweet. We're not stunned. Okay. We've got our combat component. We've got the block react. Okay, so everything so far. Right, I see. Figured it out. I think I'll figure it out anyway. So we're doing a block react here. But this is playing on the third person character. We're never calling this inside anywhere else. Because like we want the value here to pass. Yes. So we also need to call block react on this combat component, which is here. And this doesn't need to have a value. Sweet. Okay, that should do it. I think that should fix our issue, but we shall see. So we know this works, this is all valid. then BC combat in the fly trap. Want to add? No. There we go. Kent 0456. Yeah, mom. Hello there. Interesting project. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's all interesting when it works. When it doesn't work, it's a pain in the ass. Right, so this is running. This is what we want. Blocked attack recoil. Blocked attack recoil, yeah. I'm gonna call this execute action. But inside our behavior tree, let's see what the questions are. Sorry, I missed your question, mate. I set up my weapon info data asset, but the damage type doesn't let me pick a damage type, despite all my damage types being children of damage type. Damage type is a class variable though. Have you got it as an object variable or a class variable? Does anyone know a good tut for a full AI horror enemy? What does it need to do? That's what you need to be asking. What does your AI need to do? That's the question. What does it need to do? About to say the flashlight stuff is easy, and then remembered I'm not a beginner. Yeah, I have that problem too. I think I'm just no good at. I'm like good at knowing about intermediate and advanced level concepts, but like the explaining as a beginner, pretty poor at. So I think this is breaking because it's bound to BT. Tutorial fly trap, perform attack, it's bound to on attack end. That's when we finish execute. But this doesn't end until the block ends. Where's the execute attack, execute action? So when we do a hit reaction, we do all this, and we call it on attack end here, and then in the attack graph, we also call it here. So I'll just call it on execute action as well. That should be fine. Chase and attack. That shouldn't be too difficult. Like, that's just a case of changing target actor and doing a move too. Right, 2 seconds. Back in 2 seconds. Mark appeared, so I left for 2 seconds. No, I had to help one of the kids or something. Right, so this should work. Stupid door. We are 2 hours in to try to fix 2 or 3 tutorials. There we go. There's that enemy. Look at that. And that's the parry one. I missed. Don't like the camera. In fact, the parry one didn't play. Or did it? It's just not very big, is it? There's no like noises to sell that animation. Put root motion on all of them, that's fine. Blocked attack recoil. Yeah, I don't think these guys are doing what I need them to be doing. I think this should be parry reaction. Blocking reaction should be parry reaction. I mean, they're both the same, blocked attack recoil and parry reaction right now, but let's try and maintain some decorum up in here. You know what? I haven't actually committed this in a while, so let's do that. Commit tutorial, light trap, work, Nearing completion. What's new with you, Mark? What are you up to? Ah, shit. Your side? Yeah? Okay. What? Right. We could have this here and then this here, maybe? What's scrap mechanic, Mark? Face cam here. No. There we go. This and then the chat above. I don't know. I need to spend some time like understanding how to set up OBS. But also that takes away from the shit I actually want to be doing, so it's difficult, right? Like we had to do face cam for the authorized instructor on the UAI Unreal Authorized Instructor Program. I had to use Facecam. Like they needed a face recording. No idea why. So I had to buy it, and now I'm like, I'll just use it. And then we did Facecam for the 5-hour multiplayer tutorial. We did Facecam for the intro there. Maybe that's why the video didn't do as well as I thought it would, because we put a face on it. Who knows? But yeah, like we have it, we can use it. A lot of people think I am not white, so I'm shocking a lot of people, which I find interesting. Yeah, the Epic thing makes sense until you look at like some other channels that I'm not going to name that are obviously using AI to make themselves present themselves that they're there, but they're not, and the AI is doing the video and the voice. Not right or not white, both. Like, there's a comment right at the start of the chat that's like, "Oh, this is a surprise. You're not white." Like, I've only ever been this color, mate. Yeah. So, one of them things, innit? Right, there is actually a list of bugs and stuff we need to fix. So, no exit button on shop UI. That is super easy to fix. What are we making? I think I'm marketing this as a hearts-like jazz hands. Caucasian. Okay, I won't say white, I'll say Caucasian. Like that. Okay. People are surprised that I'm Caucasian because they didn't think I was Caucasian. They thought I was not Caucasian because of my voice. What am I doing? A lot of people confuse me with Clyde, which I think is hilarious because I don't think we sound alike at all. Yeah. Hey, you Lakachu. I've mucked that up, I know I have. So what are you guys making? It's a hearts-like Zelda-ish type game. Combine Kingdom Hearts and Zelda, and that's probably what you've got, roughly. Without the weird UI stuff in Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I think it'd be a good game. I enjoy making it. They will enjoy playing it. Mark's got the word police here today. What is it? The shop UI. The shop UI, that's what we're working on. Shop. WBP trader. There we go. Where's its close button gone? Okay. Trade inventory. That's weird. So it just disappeared, like it doesn't exist anymore. Why? Master close. It's not done the thing I wanted it to do. Never mind. On close pressed. There we go. Irish, mate. Our missus we were well upset. Nope. Just straight up English. Which one of you are set up so I can talk to you little? It works. We fixed it. I did not. Chugging the top of the soundtrack. Doesn't need a soundtrack. I can take this off now, right? I can say no exit button on shop UI. Nice. Chest stay open if opening inventory at the same time. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those fists were fast as lightning. Right, can't take this off because Dan's not fixed it yet. Can I fix it? We're either gonna fuck it up or we're gonna smooth it out. I think I probably need to okay this bit as well. It's just that one little area, isn't it? Yeah, it's all good. Oh, my fucking level designer now. You'll notice in my actual tutorials, I don't swear, but I swear a hell of a lot when I'm just messing around with Unreal. Mark said some words that I don't quite understand. I'm just going to smooth it out. I think this looks alright. I'll let Dan deal with Mark's comment at some point. For now, I'm just ticking shit off. We had a massive problem when we were doing the sequencer because our culling speed was not very big. We were starting from like massively up in the air, and it just wasn't going to render anything because the cull was huge. So we had to fix that problem. So a random path to a tree. I mean, all paths lead somewhere, mate. We're all on our own journey. I don't know what watermill that is, that's fine. Don't fix all the stuff I've just fixed, mate. I'm like wasting our time. It still does to a hero tree. The last tree fought against the world. What did I fix? Fixes for bugged list. Let's go. Word issue. Closing the menu with the inventory key when ability up keeps ability up. Yep. Chest inventory stays open if open inventory at the same time. So that error is because if I do this, this stays up. Even if I take all and close it, the original stays up. So, how do we solve this issue? In a way that I can then use for everything else. Because I bet if I do this, it also does it here. Yeah. And I bet I can't close it afterwards. Yeah. Okay. So we need a way of telling all the other widgets that we've got open at the time, or binding to our inventory opening. That should be relatively easy, because I think our inventory opens from our inventory component. Inventory. So yeah, here we open the inventory, and here we close our widget. This is a fun community. Yeah, man, these guys are sound. Some of them with me since the start. I think Kishan was here earlier. He's been around for a long time, and some of them I just picked up along the way. But I've got a sound group of people, always willing to help, and yeah, man, they're just solid. I enjoy it, and I'm not precious. Like, I've been doing this for a little while. I know some things. I know that I don't know other things. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I know what the hell I'm talking about constantly, because I just don't. Trial and error, man. That's how I learned a lot of this, and how we do a lot of this stuff. Like, if someone asked me a question about like materials and like Niagara and stuff, I'll struggle for the most part. That's just a weak subject of mine. Custard burn sounds yum. We get custard donuts. Yeah, Mike knows. Apple donuts. There isn't an apple and custard. I'm not made. What? Ugh, no. Apple and custard donut. I suppose that'd be exactly the same as just having an apple crumble, but smooth, right? It's like a smooth apple crumble. That seems to work. Fat Man likes to say that he doesn't know anything, but he's very much wrong, because he oftentimes has good insights. So don't believe it. He's bullshitting. So we got this inventory. I could do an event dispatcher here that says, oh, you know what I could do actually? Yeah, no, that'd be alright. We could use the tag system and say, add a tag when a screen's open, and when it's not open, then we can remove it. So every time we go to open a widget, then we can... Yeah, that's a good idea. But we'll put it in a function library. So we'll do on open widget. We'll get our player character. Get player character. And we shall add gameplay tag. And we can create a new gameplay tag. And I'll put it in widgets. What are we gonna do? What should I call it? Widget open on screen. Sweet, that's all we want. So now this will add a tag to our player to say that the widget is open on screen. And when we close it, we have to be careful. So we can do get Has gameplay tag. Why have I got two? Oh, check has tag. Widget open on screen. The target is owner. Damn. Everyone puts themselves down a lot, man. You shouldn't do that. Try not to do that. Hashtag false. Because I think you could do a lot of stuff. I mean, like, most people can do more than what they think they can. Opening chest. Omni's key. Open anim. Open chest. Create loot container. No, that's not what I need. So here we're opening the widget and then it's widget on the screen. We're adding it. So that's the beauty of doing it inside this function library. The problem becomes, well, that's like, in theory, that should now fix our issue, right? Come on. So here, press I can't get our inventory on the screen anymore. Sweet. Like, that's fixed our issue completely. Except now I also can't open my inventory. So I need to take care of it when it closes. I think the issue that I have is some of these widgets also use the close function. So we've got high use functions, function library. This is the widget function library, BP, widget function library. Did I call this BP? Oh yeah, what an idiot. Blueprint function library widgets. I wish I could motivate myself to get back into C++, but I just can't be asked. Seems I can't be bothered to get into it or do anything with it. So I'm sure it's useful, but also meh. Like, yeah, it ain't for me. What's this comment library? Okay. Well, C++ is not as safe as BP. Whatever you do in C++, you can do in BP. C++ is just more performance since it talks to engine directly inside a virtual machine protocol. I'm sure you can do it. For the most part, there are some very niche C++ things that you can't do in blueprints. Oh, Jesus, I'm trying to think of one. I know there is some. I think it's more to do with like AI perception that I'm struggling with to do in blueprints, but I know I can do in C++. And GAS, the gameability system, for the most part is done in C++. But you can expose it to blueprints. But yeah, you need to start in C++. Yeah, there are many things not exposed to blueprints. I feel change in like site perception or runtime you can't do in blueprints. It's such a bizarre setup. Accessing tangent values of spline points. Mate, why would I need? When would you need that? I'm trying to think. This close widget is called in all of these graphs. I'm going to add it and see what happens. And if it breaks, I'll fix it. The Taxes plugin lets you change the sight radius at runtime. Does it? Remove gameplay tag. No, that's the wrong one. Get player character. Remove gameplay tag. That's a crazy thing to set up. Yeah, I mean, it weighs. Bum 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 ba-dum. My taxes. This guy's just had a baby as well. I don't know why I just clicked on the reviews. Custom eyes point. Yeah, that's fine. Custom sight perception targets. So if you see a head or like, yeah. Team relationship manager. I thought that was already a thing. Get sensors and update. Wow. What else can this do? I'm getting lost again. Touch sense, set vision. Yeah, I was trying to get a site config, so I wasn't using a magic number, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me how the hell it was getting it. I noticed how he avoided the what's it called, the prediction one. Like he's got all the sense configs except prediction in here. Do I have to use the Metaxas AI controller? That's the question. I suppose I could just do it as a yeah, a child. Yep. Yes. Couldn't I just add the eye source component to a current one? Interesting. I'll have to take a deeper look at this. Prediction is pretty simple. Yes and no. It's a bit of a weird one, prediction. Let me see if I can. Why is there no dark mode? That's better. So like the prediction stuff, so your enemy sees the player and then calls TPU, target perception updated, and then you update the using the site, and then you call perception, and then it goes back round here, and you have to then call the perception updated, the prediction updated, and then pass in the new like target. It's so bizarre. Yeah, it's a weird one. So you have to handle it twice, which is the bizarre bit. We're removing this widget, and then we're testing this. So if I press I, nothing comes up. If I take all and then press I, we get our thing again. Beautiful. Test this. So I need to also check that we're not doing something. Like the Halo stuff I have prediction on, but we're talking prediction is different in my eyes from like the sense prediction is different than the shooting prediction. It's like if you're over here, my hand is like mirrored on the camera. So if your enemy's here and they're moving this way, you want to like shoot in front of them, like Fat Man wants me to do, which is fine, but that's handled outside of the perception system. But if your player is running this way and like runs behind a tree, then you don't want your character to follow them behind them. You want them to end up in front of them. So like that's the difference in perception and interception systems. One is easier than the other for sure, because you just, like you say, you predict the velocity of the character and aim a shot there. What are we doing? Do something. So those widgets work. What happens if I come over here? Use this one. Okay, that's cool. Sweet, so I think I've fixed my inventory problem. Where it was loading. Yeah, nice. So this is fine. Closing the menu with the inventory key when ability is up keeps ability up. Might have solved this. Yeah. Nah. I think we're all like in agreement that that is the best setup. Bug fixes or inventory display. Are you just like walking past behind me? When, yeah, but like with your hand across your face, like, don't snap me, paparazzi. Don't get me. The pap's after me. Because people are scary. That's fair. But I understand. You know that I can like turn the camera on and off as at will, right? I know it's like probably a fun game, right? Scurry past. Fair enough. Right. So that's the, like, I can reach behind me and that's the door to like our room. We're not doing some weird illusion. It's a very small space. And then look, if I do this, you'll see down there. That's the bathroom and that's the stairs. Tell you about tiny hallway streams. This is like one of those IRL out about in a house stream bullshit things. Yeah, man, that's the trick. I've got massive arms. I'm fucking Mr. Incredible. Is that what his name is? Who's the Fantastic Four guy with the long arms? No, Luffy. He's a much better. I've been watching One Piece for the past like 10 days, and I've not managed to twig that Luffy can stretch his arms. Yeah, man. They call me Luffy. Basically, I can't do this because I smack my hands on the wall when I'm stretching. So, anyway, a complete side note, sidetrack. But it just goes to show, like, you don't need to have a massive setup. You don't need to have like loads of room or knowledge or whatever. You just need a computer and you make it work. So, inspiration. Oops. Let me try and fix that. What's going on there? Ooh, drop that over here for a sec. I can only see the one chat. Never mind. Alright, so the ability system is inside of our ability. WBP abilities. Unconstructed does nothing. And when we click on one, we create this black screen. Do open widget. And then add in our quick slot box. But our how do I have to jump onto the online system to check out the chat because OBS is freaking out. Mr. Tickle. Mr. Tickle is a British classic for sure. I could have gone Mr. Tickle. That was yeah, that was an error on my part. I can just pop this up. Sweet. How tall am I? Well, what did I tell my missus how tall I am, or like what am I actually tall? So one's a lie and the other one's true. I think I'm like 5'10", 5'11". Oh, don't. One Piece is wonderful. I love it. I have been watching it recently because I have never watched it before. I think I'm at like episode 120. They have just met Zenny and left the Zenny Island with all the goats. I thought that was a cool episode. I enjoyed it. It's like, it's something to like exercise to and walk to. You just like stick it on and get on the treadmill and shit, and just like it's 20 minutes easy. So it's a fun watch. You can tell the difference in like art styles. So I've seen some of the newer art style stuff, and like there's just such a massive difference in like quality of any anime from compared to back in the day sort of thing. Got measured at 177. What, mate? Why would you put the centimeters? You know I'm English, man. Give me foot and inches. I don't want to work out centimeters. I'm not that clever. What is it? Inventory. Do I remember poser? I think I might do. Interface is where this is all set up. That's all fine. That's all fine. I think I was trying to be clever here, and I think it backfired. Why would they? Okay, fair. Not a military person, but why? I don't understand why they just use centimeters when, like, I suppose use centimeters because they're an easy to convert metric for everyone else who uses weird systems. Centimeters is pretty universal, right? Like across the world, centimeters and millimeters. It's just the feet, pounds, and inches. But okay, I'm absolutely chatting shit now, by the way. Like, close inventory. Event close widgets. Where is this called from? Okay. Okay. So I'll set this up for controller support because UMG does shocking controller support. Trandrew Love. Hi, bro. What's up, mate? Are you good? But it does mean that when we have a menu that's open, we also need to close that menu. So can I do on destroyed? Event on... What's the widget version of undestroyed? Event the fuck? Like, what? So can I do event destruct and just do a print string here to test something? Let's see if it, when ability widge destroyed with really awful spelling. So abilities, close this. Ability widget is destroyed. Oh, sick. Okay. So if I close it now, ability widget destroyed. Then in theory, right, I should be able to edit this one to also do destruct. Print this. Slot destroyed. So that could be a problem. You don't want to destroy the slot, because it'll print it for everyone. Man, the rest of the world is tiny. What do you mean? The world outside that we built here, or? Or like, the world is in the world. Like, give me context, bro. Bollocks, you 6'3". No, that's not a real person's height. And you feel small in the Netherlands. I suppose you got Haaland, right? Or is he? He's from the Netherlands. He's a tall fucker, isn't he? Just fucking breed them like Vikings. It's not a real height, mate. Not ability slot. Nah, he's Norwegian. I mean, it's fucking close, right? If I throw a dart, you hit one. It's huge. The walking is like small. What do you mean? That's his start animation that needs fixing. Alright, once he gets into a run, he's fine. It's the walking start. Because it's got that stutter. Is that on the list? I don't even know if that's on the list, I'm just aware of it. Walking start. Yeah, he starts with the wrong foot. That's stutter. The sprint is because it builds up, I'm pretty sure. Or it's because it's on hold. I mean, I'll put it in to have a look at. Sprint has lag. Investigate the cause. But right now, we're trying to fix this stupid widget problem. What do we? Abilities. I grew up thinking I was small. Actually, we have an American nuclear sub base here. Most Marines were huge. Yeah. See, there's an army base near me, and like, they just accept most people. So, you had a nuclear base near you, and now you have 3 arms. Is that the thing, Mark? Right, okay, so we figured out that this ability widget gets destroyed. But the problem is that these get created. They're not created dynamically, they're created because they're there. And they only appear when you click them. So how do we reference that this is gone inside of this widget to be able to remove this widget? Not even this widget, it's the widget after this widget, which is this widget. I think I also want to wrap this with a button as well. Anchor that to everything. Don't know why it's done that. Have the button be behind this box, which is here, and have it be no, I want it to be invisible. And I want to register it gets clicked on. So let's try that. Abilities, this. So I think what's happening that I don't like is that we're also doing a black screen behind here. And then I'm removing it based on that. So I don't really want to do that. If I wrap this with the button instead. And then don't have any padding. Like so. And then the button has no padding either. And I want to remove. So draw this as none. Copy all of this, paste it here and here. And then when you click on it outside of here, I can take this code and remove it from parent, make it focusable. So I can do all of this shit. Outside. Without having to do an on mouse button down, because that interferes with controller support. Right, let's try that. Nice. That works as intended. Which means I can remove my stupid thing that I've done here. Then put that inside here. Yeah, man, I won't be long for dinner. Mark, I've got to know what's for dinner, man. Inspire me to cook something. I think I want a close button up here as well. Yeah, that's fine. Not worried about that. Let's put a master close at the top. But first, let's see where this black screen is being used. So it's also being used in the options. How's it being used in the options? Oh, okay, when we set the quick slot. So it seems to only be used when we're doing any quick slot event. So I could just put a close button on here. Like so. And then arm close pressed. Do that. Let's try that. Look at him grow. Now he's gone all stretchy. So that doesn't fix our closing issue, but it did fix an issue that I hadn't written about. But we're trying to fix a very particular issue. Which is this one. So we need to fix that. So I bet it also breaks if oh Jesus. Oh, wrong side of the map. There we go. I bet it also breaks if I try and do these set options as well. So I'll have to investigate. shit, I need more than one. Yeah, well, now I can't close the inventory. I can't press I to close. Which is fun. Right, okay. Options. What happens when we click the cancel button? Return to inventory menu. And then we also need to remove gameplay tag. See, that doesn't make sense though, because we could just add a sub widget open tag and see what the crack is there. Because this is looking at the entire border. What's it doing? Okay. That's a thing we can do. Where's this options menu called? Let's go from inventory icon. So if we check this out. So the problem with using stuff like this is like you're hard coding these values, and if someone rebinds them, you're just in trouble there. That's why I dislike it. So how is... Somehow this is registering that we are off the menu. There we go. That's what I want. So event on mouse button, mouse leave. If I disconnect this, we now shouldn't leave the menu. I've got to get it to be able to pick something up. So again, if we find our options menu here, change this image to be a button. And then have it draw as none. When this is clicked outside, it's not going to register any inputs on the things behind it, which is what we want, and it'll come off. So unclicked. Want to return to this. It means that when we're doing controller support, it'll be easier to add because I can focus on the button behind it and then move it to the new one, which is what we want. There we go. So now if I do this, click on I should be registering a click, but it's not. Why? Okay, let's draw this as a rounded box then. Let's see where it actually places this. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's do inventory icon. So mouse button down, right mouse, we get the mouse position here. We create this option widget and add this to the viewport. So if I just do this and then this, where's it going to set it? Okay. So that works. If I want to do this. Two-piece suit, yeah. Hey, will you ever make a more complex inventory system? Maybe set up on Fab as well. I like your work very much. Honestly, probably not. I hate inventories, to put it bluntly. Like, you'll never, there's not an inventory that can satisfy everyone's wants or desires. Like, some of them just completely counteract what each person wants. Like, some want stacking and some want the ability to like move stuff, and some don't want any of that. So you would have to build it in such a complicated way to accommodate all of those. yeah, so not the inventories are probably one of my least favorite things to build personally. Yeah, so it all depends on what people want as well. Like, do they want the ability to drop items and split items and have them move around, like drag and drop them, or have one item? Let's see if I can show you. Or have like one item up here and one down here. So it's a complicated system that can grow or shrink as much as people want, and it's been done. Get mouse position. So I'm probably not gonna do it again. Full screen, yeah. Very cool. Oh, okay, wait a sec. I wonder if I could do this. Set position and viewport. Get vertical. Wait, is that even? No. Right. Size box. Yeah, so it's a size box we move around. He is, but he's also using fragments and C++. So, but it's still not gonna. You could do a fragment for dragging and dropping, I suppose, to allow drag and drop, but then you need to add it to every item. Or he could do a split fragment, perhaps. We'll have to see what he does, but still not going to satisfy everybody for what they want. Like, it's just not possible. Size box. Set position. Set widget slot position. Make anchors offset. Jesus. Alignment. It should be good, though. Yeah, no, I think it'll be a solid series. He's a great teacher. But I just don't think it'll satisfy everyone's needs. And that's not a downside for him. I just think it's just a downside in general of game dev. Why are you up there? You shouldn't be up there now. You should be down here where I want you. Size box. It does what I want, but I want it here. It's definitely the size box that is setting that. Set widget slot position. Game viewport widget slot structure. Position should be this. Alignment to orders. Auto remove on wood. Oh no. Because I can't put it here. Oh, can I? Did I try this? I can't remember if I tried this. If I set this button to drawers box. It does this. Doesn't really do what I want. 511, what would it be in Norway? It's still 511, mate. Like that doesn't change. Doesn't change. So we get mouse position, break it, set position. He said he wasn't including gas in his tutorial, which I was a bit like, but it should be out the box. Sorry, he says he wasn't including replication in his tutorial, but he should be doing the gas should be replicated out the box. So I don't know what's going on. He's still probably one of the best teachers on YouTube for free, and like every time I spoke to him, he's been pretty sound. So I'm not a hater or a detractor of his, but I think there are some valid criticisms for different people. So it's registering that there's something here, maybe. He's got a full-on teaching background though, so I expect his stuff to be good. Right, okay. We're not setting the size of it anywhere, are we? It's created. No. 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 Okay. This is a bizarre one. Mover sucks. Why is this making my screen like that? It shouldn't be doing that at all. Um, I don't. Well, they might. I don't think Mover was or is ready. That is fine, but I want it over here. So this is the idea of what I want, but I want this over here. So I wonder if we can do inside our options on construct. We do that instead. Get mouse position on viewport. And then we get our size box. Size box. Set position. Kind of doing the same thing, so maybe not. But we'll test it out. No, it just hates me. Anchors, offsets. So it should appear here, but it does not. I mean, okay, so that's not awful where it, if you do something, it like appears here. Don't hate that, because that's like out the way a little bit. I don't want it over here, because that's too much. This might be where it just appears. I think wouldn't be too bad. Because now I've got the button in there, I can assign the focus on the widget for controller. And then you can click X anywhere on the screen to get out of it. So I don't hate that. I think that's fine. It just means I don't need these nodes. Which is good, because they won't do shit. But I also don't want this here. So I'm going to have to figure out a input action and assign that. That'll work. We're solving problems that weren't written down and avoiding the actual ability issue that we completely have. So when this is clicked, we can just destroy everything. How long have we been working on this? A year and a half? Maybe 2? It's nearly ready. Just need some. We're on the bug phase, cleanup, refinement stuff. Yeah, and then demo should be ready. Like combat's ready, spells are ready, quest is reasonably ready, world is reasonably ready, just needs padding. Menus are for the most part ready. Yeah, so it's like the demo is nearly ready, and once the demo's been done, then everything will be quicker, like, because all the systems have been built with that in mind, that once it's done I don't need to rebuild it. So yeah, it's nearly ready to showcase properly and let people have hands on. But the demo should be bigger than most people's demos that I've seen, apart from those like repeat demos. When I mean that, I mean like the games where you get a high score and then repeat, or the procedural. But yeah, nice progress all by yourself. Not really, like programming was all me, and then like world creation was done, this fictional. So it's been going, but like 2 kids, uni, full-time job. Decided to also do some YouTube tutorials for a giggle. Yeah, man, I probably would have got a lot quicker progress done had I not done that. But it's all good fun. I like this. This is fine. Clicking off it is fine, but then causes a problem. Because it has the open widget. Yeah, I mean, that'll be the problem, is the open widget is used elsewhere. So when we find our inventory icon, yeah, well, it's good fun. I don't live stream everything. Like I do some stuff offline, but Saturday is my day of working on this, and then I'll work on some other stuff as well. And then we have like a weekly meeting that we have just to see what our progress is. Well, we've done game jams and stuff with other people as well, and then we learned all this from scratch too, so it's not perfect code. Like, we improve it little by little. There it is. No. This options widget gets opened. And then returned here. There shouldn't be a tag because we're not adding the tag anywhere. Right, let me try and get this right. In our inventory, which is here, we have this inventory icon, which gets added, so that's fine. Inside inventory icon, on construct, we're setting all the stuff. Sweet, okay. Unhovered. Why am I doing that? Unhovered. Oh, okay. This is the widget reference. This is how it works with controller. Yeah, there's a Discord. It's my like YouTube Discord and stuff, but like I'll show you the link on. Whoa. Right. That's the link. So this is for controller support for widget. It's got about 1,000 people, I think. Doing pretty well. Hold mouse button down. Kishan's here just about as we leave. I might come back after lunch, or maybe not. We're not going to do a Tuesday video, Kish, because I am away, so I'll miss this Tuesday's video. On any key press, returns fit. Return to inventory. No, I don't want that. On right mouse button, return to inventory. So we remove this from parent. I can't see why this would stop. So come off here. If I press I would expect it to take yeah, I'm just like there's like a general help channel and like Unreal help, and then game animation sample project help and showcase stuff. So I'm pretty fast and loose with the rules, man. Like I'm not a just ask for help, post stuff. There's some active members in there. That's my cue. Right, food's ready, so I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. So, yeah. Whoa. Have a great weekend. Look after